Hey Christina, just a quick video just to go over a few of the things we discussed in email and for this new EA. On the screen here I have a Euro USD. This is just a 4-hour chart with the two indicators, the MACD Platinum, this one as you know, and the QQE Advanced. These red and green arrows were they're just a indicator that just shows all the crosses, thanks to one of the guys on the Forex factory threads who's kind enough to build it for me. It just shows all the crosses, so every cross we get combined with the MACD Platinum and the QQE, doesn't matter where the QQE is, produces an arrow, and that's a signal. So every time on the open of the next candle after the arrow, after the cross, confirmed cross, is the open of the trade. So it's pretty simple. This is just a 4-hour chart. Something like this, it'd be stop and reverse. There's no profit targets or anything like that unless I choose to add them in. So that's just the basic one. Now I'll just bring up the 15-minute chart, and this is where I was discussing trading between certain times. This is a Euro 15-minute, as you can see up here. Now these blue shaded areas, exactly the same chart, same setup. I'll just bring up the indicator list. Now these blue shaded areas are just the I Paramon work time. Alright, so that for me is set up on this chart. There's a 10 hour, that's 10 hours in there. On my, this is Oanda, so that is 0400 to 1400, 10 hours. That basically is about 6 p.m. local for me, which is near the start of the London session through to about lunchtime in the US. So what I mean, I'll just bring up my cursor, crosshairs, because I need them to show you. This session here, even though the session opens with a long, I would like to be able to set it up if it's trading between the times that it wouldn't take the first trade until the first new signal in the session time. So it'd be that short there, and if I had a 20 pip stop, that would maybe make it, maybe not. So then we've got a new signal here on the open of this candle, and we take that one. That wouldn't be enough to make the 20 pips, but it certainly recover a lot of the loss. And this is a new one signal here. Now the options were to keep on trading until we got the 20 pips. That I'll show you an example in a minute, which would probably work well in some instances but not others. Then, or I could just finish the trading on the next signal, or I could finish the trading right on the close of the session. Yeah, I'm not real. I think the idea where you discussed in the email, finishing on the next new signal. So once we get the short, close the trades, whatever trades are open on that open of that candle there. If we take a loss, so be it. Let's move to the next session here. Now, so basically from this end of this session here to the start, it's just the rest of the US and Asia. So we come in here. Even though we're in a short, we wouldn't go until we get the new signal, which would be obviously along the next one. Then that short there. Then this long, if we hadn't already made our target, whatever it may be, we trade through that. And here's a new short, so that'd be the close on that candle there. Now I'll just go to this one here. Now I've actually worked this one out on paper. So I had a 20 pip profit target. This just gets ugly quickly, as you can see. So we've got a long, short, long, short, long, short, and basically we've got nowhere, and we close on that open of that candle there. We end up with a loss of 172 pips, just chasing 20 pips all through there. We lose 172 pips, so that is downright ugly. And see that of one big loss like that, if you had one of them a week, that would just kill any 20 pip trades. So this is where I think you need the option choosing to stay in until you make your target, or at least to break even and get out. And it does make the break even on this trade here quite easily, but by then we're getting up to 30. If we started with one lot here, that trade there is 34 lots. So money management would be an issue, but we easily make the target and some. Yeah, I can make a killing looks ugly through there, ugly, bang. That little move there is more than enough to wipe out all those losses, more than enough. So here, even though we're in a downtrend coming into it, up, then we got this big down move, then an up move. Nothing happens because we're up, we don't enter any trades until here, then we start down. So it'd be nice to have the option where I choose to exit and times. So I'm just not sure how you're going to build it all into the EA, but yeah, so I'm just running through a few here just so you get an idea of the session times and what I'm looking at. So we start here, there's an arrow down here and up through there. So most of the sessions you're only going to have 2 or 3 trades. So there we have a short just before, so we wouldn't take that, take this long, and that's probably, let's have a look at this one. Yeah, if you see about that's 32 pips that move, so now we get a long just outside here, opens actually on the session. No, we take this one, then that one. So most of the sessions, here's the most recent one, would just be on the first. So I'll discuss it a bit more in the email, but that's just a brief video, and it's just sessions like that one I showed you, where it gets exceptionally ugly really quickly, and you could end up with a big loss. Whether there's enough winning sessions to cover that loss, I don't know. That's something I'll have to test, do on the back test, etc. Ideal profit target, I'm just mentioning 20. That's just a number, that a nice easy round number. You know, if you're trading 6 pairs, you might only have a target of 5 pips, you know, each pair. So it wouldn't take much to get those 5 pips. You know, 6 times 5, 30 pips for the session. That's plenty. All right. Hopefully that just shows you what I'm looking at, Christina, and thanks for that. And that'll call it quits.